San Francisco, California. This is weird. You know what they got in San Francisco? A gay mafia. A gay mafia. What the hell? Let me ask you something. If you're in a gay mafia and you get whacked, is that good or bad? All right. What the hell? Yeah. Say hello to my little friend. Where the hell did that come from? All right. I was in Los Angeles, California. And I enjoyed going out there, but there was a magazine out there that said that 50 is the new 40. You ever see that article? 50 is the new 40, and then there's another one that said 30 is the new 20. I sent it to my cousin. Hopefully he can convince the judge that 16 is the new 21. All right. What I did. I seen Hugh Hefner. What's Hugh Hefner? About 80-something, 90 years old? He's old. I know that. All right. He's walking down the street with a Playboy bunny under each arm in L.A. I swear I thought they was filming Weekend at Bernie's 3 when I seen him go down there. Good Lord, I feel sorry for him, surrounded by all them good-looking women. 80s, he can't do nothing, you know. He's like a little kid at Disney World, too little to go on the really good rides. You know what I mean? He tries to hop on them supermodels. He ends up getting real dizzy and has to sit on the edge of the bed the whole night, you know, eating crackers and drinking 7-Up. My buddy's like, he's on Viagra, but a lot of good Viagra does. If you sleep through the whole boner, you're 83 years old, for God's sake. Now, I don't know if it's true or not, but I was reading somewhere it said that Viagra's one of the side effects is it makes some folks go blind. How big are these things getting? Poking people's eyeballs out with wieners in this country. Unbelievable. I don't use Viagra, knock on wood. All right, I don't use Viagra. That's right. Yeah, if I got trouble in that department, I'll just push start it. But they say Viagra in some money trouble. I don't know if they is or not, but I can see why. Who the hell wants to buy Viagra? It's embarrassing. Good Lord, that's why I say they want to pick up sales, sell it at the Home Depot, call it wood preservative. All right, that's what it should be. I was watching a TV commercial. They had some on there. Cialis give you a 7-hour boner. Good Lord. What are you going to do the other 6 hours and 56 minutes? All right. 7 hours. What, you going to take that thing fishing or something? You know what I mean? Yeah, it's the original pocket fisherman right there. That's what I got. Oh, yeah. I'm going to cast out and get a big red snapper on that thing. That's what I'm going to do. 7-hour boner. Give me a pill, give me a 4-minute boner. That's all I need. The rest is just kind of a nuisance, if you ask me. Be walking around town, look like you smuggled a Chico stick in your pants out of the Walgreens. I was in Las Vegas. We stayed at the Hooters Casino and went to the Hooters Casino down there. Boy, a dealer flopped a big pair when we were over there. My buddy went all in. I didn't know what happened. I was playing the slut machine all night, so I don't know.
As a kid, I used to have crazy dreams because, do you remember that? You remember Nestle's Quick? You know, the powder, you put it in your milk, and you'd stir it for like 30 minutes, and no matter how hard you there was still chunks of powdery magma that would float up and explode in your eye while you're trying to drink. Take a sip. Oh, goddamn, sand missile just blew up in my eye. The movie Dune is in my chocolatey drink. I don't like when the movie Dune is in my drink. Crazy. When I was like 5 or 6 years old, I took the powder and I snorted it. Because I heard about speed, so I thought speed, quick, maybe there's some kind of connection. So then I would have fucked up dreams because, I was all hopped up on the queue, as we call it on the streets. I just be on my big wheel all strung out. What am I doing with my fucking life here, man? Yeah, I'll play kickball tomorrow. I can't kick the ball today. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling the kickball vibe. I'll tell you what dream used to scare me when I was a little kid. Used to actually totally give me nightmares. Remember those Kool-Aid commercials? Where that big talking bowl of punch, he would come crashing through your fucking wall in your living room. You wouldn't even know he's oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Right? And the little kids were all excited, yes, yes. And then they would drink out of him after debris fell in his open, dumb head. He would pour himself, oh yeah, oh yeah. Him and his crazy tights. I don't like that. I don't like when Juice wears tights. It's a horrible combination, a bowl of Juice wearing tights. Fuck drinking out of him. If that was me, I'd be like, no, you fix that wall before my dad gets home from work. He's gonna beat me with a belt. He's not gonna believe a talking bowl of fruit punch came in here. You stupid idiot. Yeah, coming through the wall is real fucking cool. Using the front door is cool. Don't touch me, you drink. Don't touch me, you giant beverage. You are sweating or condensating. I will kick you in the tights and you will go down. You're very top heavy. You glass bitch. You glass bastard. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Naughty, naughty Kool-Aid. Oh, yeah. No. No. Oh, yeah.
I have something to confess. It may get me in a mess. I must get it off my chest. When you know I'm home alone and I still don't pick
Am I seeing this right? Ashley is like in bed doing the show.
because I don't like you.
She's fully clothed, by the way, so all you nasties get out of that.
I'd rather take a nap than listen to your crap. Get it through your head. I don't like you. It's not me, it's you. Please go get a clue. I cannot explain what's wrong with your brain. Go jump off a bridge. I don't like you. If you got the wrong idea, I can make this crystal clear. I don't return your calls, 'cause I don't like you. Sometimes I think, what the heck, next time I'll punch you in the neck. Stay away, I don't like you. Driving me to homicide. Nobody noticed if you died. It's because they don't like you. There is nothing to discuss. I hope you get hit by a bus. Why don't you kiss my ass? I don't like you. It's not me, it's you. Please go get a clue. I cannot explain what's wrong with your brain. Go jump off a bridge. Go die in a ditch. Just piss off, you stupid bitch. I don't like you.
Live from the Raw Talk Studios in Southwest Florida, it's the Charles Richardson Show.
Greetings, everybody. Happy Manic Monday, everybody. It is October 13th, 2025. Is it still 2025?
Yeah.
It seems like a year already.
It's doing a lot.
Yeah. I am in studio. Alyssa's in the studio. Ashley's in bed.
Yes.
Which means this show bores her to death. She's going to sleep before the end. No comment just confirms
She's
that.
just comfortable. That's all.
Yes.
I'm
There's
comfortable.
nothing wrong with that.
It's okay.
And I had to drive in town for work today. It was a 3-hour drive. I'm tired.
Oh, that's an hour less than what you told us before. You said it was 4 hours.
Oh, I made it 3 hours today. It was almost 3.5, but the cops didn't catch me. I ain't never ran for nothing but the police.
That's a
Hey.
good thing. If the cops catch you,
I mean, until I just dry snitched on myself on this podcast. But
well, thank
please
you.
don't come find me, bruh. Please don't come find me. I'm begging y'all. Don't come find me. This is not a cry for help for y'all to come get one of y'all criminals. We all know we criminals on the express lane. Please continue to leave us alone. We pay to be criminals. Let us continue to pay
Yes,
for
leave
the
us be.
privilege to be criminals.
Leave us be, please, please. Um, it's two ladies and a dude on this show right now. Two working ladies and one unemployed dude. Yep, it is
Oh, baby.
official. It is official.
Mm.
So my tenure with the company came to a close. Well, effectively when we end the show on Wednesday, pretty much, because I didn't get a chance to clock in on Thursday. I get yeah. So I get this call. Now, first off, number one, the company's called Fast Signs. Okay, in case you didn't know where I worked, it's an independently owned franchise. So we'll just go there. Now, the boss that I worked for, he was cool, older gentleman, in his mid 60s. But this guy, great shape. He actually suffers from AFib, which actually shocked me. He's always at the doctor, but he's like, got a good clean bill of health, but he's plugging along. So that's kind of cool. So anyway, when he hired me, he knew I had no sign experience, and I'm going to go ahead and learn this from scratch. And he went ahead and took me on because of my tenure at Comcast and because I've had such a high experience with customer service and upselling. Apparently, he took that really literally and thought that was like the big thing about me. No, it was customer service, handling customers and diffusing situations and stuff like that. That was me. So I went ahead and told him about that. I was like, this is who I am. Come to find out, as I was training, this is again about 11 months ago, I almost made it a year. I'm proud of myself. Almost made it a year with no industry experience whatsoever. About a couple of weeks in, I was learning more about the position. Apparently, I didn't read the whole thing. I was going to be doing outside sales on top of office work. I was going to be prospecting. I was basically going to be driving the business. And I'm like, let's back up a little bit here. Let's push the brakes. You want me to drive the business? He knew that was not me. He knew that. So I did the best I could with taking the calls that were coming in, taking the orders that were coming in, handling deals, handling stuff, and learning the business as it was. So that was me. Back in June of this year, fast forward 6 months, 7 months. Fast forward to June of this year, I put in my 2-week notice. Listen, this ain't cutting it. We're getting busier. There's not a lot of help, but also at the same time, I'm feeling more stressed. I'm feeling a little bit, uneasy about this whole thing. I don't know as much as I should, and I feel like this is too much. I'm in this little bubble here, and the bubble is getting smaller and smaller, and I need air. So the process with that was to get away from the store for a little bit. There was an option of taking the summer off because one of the things was how are we going to do with Stefan? How is he going to work? Is he going to where's he going to go? Summer camp we hope works because he's gotten kicked out of summer camp before, so we don't know. So we made the compromise of 2 days at home, work from home, which I could do. I had the app to take phone calls that were coming into the office and do the work on the computer and make calls from the office line. I was able to do that. So we did that. And it turned out the following couple of months, due to really no fault of my own, I don't think. It felt like, we were hitting a roller coaster. We didn't do as well as the previous month,
Mhm.
and we just didn't have any sales coming in. It wasn't anything coming in, and I wasn't able to prospect. You got to go, okay. I wasn't able to prospect, or I didn't have the ability to prospect. Excuse me. So I did what I could.
Mhm.
So I got the thing, like, say, well, ever since you work from home, our production has dropped and stuff like that. Thinking, what the fuck do you want me to do? I mean, I'm over here thinking that way. So about a month ago, from now, month and a half ago. Let's do a month and a half ago. My dates might be off. Month and a half ago, new person joins. He is the director of sales. Ooh. And I made a comment, and I guess I forgot about it. And when I met him, I was like, "Oh, director of sales. Does that mean you're going to be my new boss?" Kind of like half joking, half like, what's really going to be happening? And I guess he said, eventually I will be. I'm not in that position right now, because he was still learning. As a matter of fact, he was asking me for stuff that was supposed to be done in regards to the programming, the program that we use. How is this supposed to work? How's that supposed to work? Blah, blah, blah. So I was helping him out. About 3 weeks ago, I got my final written warning, which was the first written warning I ever found out. I mean, he went ahead and noted in the written warning, because I have the paper. He noted in the written warning that previous discussions counted as verbal warnings. So this one basically was saying, all the stuff that's been going on that has been done in the past that wasn't correct needs to stop. It needs to stop. We need to go ahead and get on top of things. So, this other person, I'll leave his name out of it. I'll leave them all their names out of it. But the other person that came in, the director of sales, eventually took over and started giving me orders. Like, you're going to do this, you're going to do that, you're going to document this, document that. And, why? Because we need to see what you're doing. Can't you see that with, calls that I make and stuff like that? Don't you have it? No, we need you to document. Ever since I got that, which was before my final written, ever since I got that, I started looking for another job. I started looking because I knew, like, yeah, this is only going to go downhill from here. It really is. It really did, to be honest with you. That was my sign. So I went ahead, I started looking, and luckily, I was casually looking. I wasn't like, oh my God, I gotta look. I was casually looking. And casually, I saw that Comcast, Xfinity, had another opening similar to the one that I was kind of going to take in June.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, oh, cool. Okay. They're looking for another assistant. No sales. Nothing bogging me down. You have to meet these KPIs that are just going to be like so gut-wrenching that you need to do it. Because I wasn't going to go to their retail store and do sales. Fuck that. I'm not doing that. That's not me. You can't. I'm not going to go in when you're expected to sell 50 mobile phones in a month, which honestly probably isn't that the biggest problem. I think most of the people coming in, unless they're having a problem with their bill or need to change equipment, they're probably coming in for cell phones. They're probably coming in saying, hey, I want the new iPhone. Hook me up. I have 5 lines. Hey, that's 5 phones right there. 45 more to go. So I'm sure that number is attainable if you're good at sales. And I'm not. So I'm not going to put myself into one mess to go to another mess.
Mm-hmm.
I'm familiar with Xfinity. I've been working there for 12 years. I know their products. I know their services. I know how they operate. I also know that C for Comcast stands for change. So I'm just hoping that the change is not for the bad. They're not going to take an assistant who does not want the sales responsibility and turn them into a salesperson. That's the only thing I'm hoping that does not happen. But then again, you never know. I'm just saying, you never know. I'm just going to take the good with the bad. It is less pay, about $3 less pay per hour. But I also get my internet for free. I also get my cable TV for free. All channels, with the exception of international channels and porn. Can't do that, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm gonna miss out on the Playboy and the Spice Network. That's okay. I don't need that. But I get my movie channels. I get everything, all that. Although I much prefer YouTube TV. I love YouTube TV. They're awesome. But for money wise, we may have to ditch them and just go full Xfinity on that. With that being said, it's $200 a month, and working out things like that, I was going to be losing about $200 every paycheck, less than when I'm working now. So $200 a month, so that's about $200. I'm still losing. However, I do get quarterly bonuses, which can average anywhere between $250 and $400, anywhere between 3 to 5% of your quarter payout, and that closes the gap even more. So to the point, I'm not losing a whole ton. It's just it's spread out differently. So I before I got fired this past Thursday, I received my offer letter back on October 1st. October 1st, I received my offer letter. I signed my offer letter. All we're waiting for is the background. Background, which last time I did this back in June, it took about 3 weeks to do. So I'm waiting 3 weeks pretty much to do another background all over again. So October 20th, things, something like that. I just have to go ahead and kind of stretch it out until then. I'm thinking about doing Uber just for a few days and just to kind of make a little bit odd. And then I was
just one more week.
One or two more weeks. I'm going to just, I'm going to think it's not going to be my luck. It's not going to be 2. It's not going to be 1 week. It's going to be 2. I'm just going to go on my luck and do that. So,
and I get it. Easier said than done, and it's one thing to be the person in the eye of the storm opposed to the person looking in.
Hey, Richard.
Yeah. So
yeah, I have a job lined up for me, technically. Now, with that being said, I forgot to turn on my light here, so make me look brighter. There we go. So
my question for you is: am I in the dark now?
No, you're not in the dark.
Oh, because
you know everything that's going on.
You said you need your light. No, you said you need your light.
My light, because I'm surrounded with these monitors here.
Oh.
That
so that light above your head doesn't.
It doesn't. Anything? No, it's just like boom right there. It's on my dome more than it is my face. Okay. You're fine.
All right. I was just questioning.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, go ahead.
So with that being said, now, yes, I'm happy to go back to work for Xfinity. I'm happy to go back to work for Comcast. Am I happy to stay on my feet? No. But I think probably it'll be better for my figure, actually, one way or the other. So I'll do that. Am I happy about working weekends? Because this is a retail store. Weekends are required. No, I'm not happy about doing that either. Am I happy about making, $3 less an hour? No. So, but it is a job. It is something where I'm comfortable with, and I actually do enjoy the company. So I will be looking forward to that. Now, with that being said, I'm the type of person to not keep one basket. I do not want to keep all the eggs in one basket. I am keeping another basket open for backups. And that is what I've been doing since as of Thursday, yesterday. I have started Indeed. I'm still Indeed. Indeed, LinkedIn, started looking hard for other things to pop open to maybe be an office situation Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 or 8:30 to 5 or something of that nature, back to where I was doing with Fast Signs. I'm looking for that too, because if I can, that will be the trump right there. That will be the go-getter to keep my pay close to where it was and to keep my hours close to where it was, and screw the weekends, because I don't want to do weekends. I don't want to change the shift of my show. I would like it 8 to 10 on the days that I would like. And that still could happen with Xfinity. They close at 7, and I know, cleanup and closing the store probably takes an extra half hour or so. So 7:30, if I was to do the closing shift, 7:30 would probably be my clock out time, and I live like 5 minutes from the store.
Yeah.
But it still would be tight because, I wouldn't have dinner with the family. My son, he's probably going to be all wound up when I get home and stuff like that. I probably could still do the show 8 o'clock, but again, I would have to see how that would go. I'd probably put the show on hiatus for a couple of weeks just to see how it would go, and then make that decision then, just to see how it would go. So I do have a couple of positions that are out there that I have been putting into. One was a job that I had looked at a year ago before I started Fast Signs, and it was in Venice, paying like between 17 and 20 an hour, which was comparable. Yes, I'm a low budget, dude. I'm a cheap dude, unfortunately. So, I'm not out there making $40-50 an hour. Trust me, that wasn't me. Believe me, if I could, I would. That would be awesome. That $40 an hour would set me. Would actually, I wouldn't. My wife wouldn't have to work. $40 an hour, shit. We're good. Mostly, I think that's like 2 of us. But yeah, I mean, I got my hand in a couple of cookie jars that I am looking into. Now, again, this is basically a backup plan, because just in case my background, for whatever reason, comes back nay, which it shouldn't, because I haven't had anything since. But if I think I put in everything like I did last time, so it shouldn't be a problem. But I'm just, just in case, until I get confirmation, until I get, hey, you start this day, have your social and ID ready. Yes. But up until then, I am still out there looking. Chuck apparently has a big thing. Fuck the Democrats for the damn name change. It's Columbus Day. We'll get to that. I mean,
You're late, bro, but okay.
Yeah, a little bit late. I mean, it is. They do recognize it today, even though it's yesterday.
I'm saying the name change wasn't like this year.
Yeah,
He
it was
late.
this year, right? Yeah. That's we'll talk about that. But yeah, I did a podcast with my buddy Josh, who called in on Wednesday, and we did a wrestling podcast, and I said, I am the king of the unemployed dudes. It turns out he has also been let go of his position, and he's got a government position. So it's like, ooh, wow. I'm sorry, dude. And it's like, oh, we were almost fired the same time. I think he said he's about a week old, so he got terminated before I did. But yeah, I went ahead and I made a Facebook video. I'm going to take a sip of water and start holding like that. Thank you. I made a Facebook video about, my departure and everything like that. And I fully said I have no ill will towards them. I mean, it's like, listen, I had it coming. The items that they put in that were their grievances were valid. I mean, I kind of screwed up, and I missed the boat on a few of them, and it was like, hey, listen, I was already on a final written. It's like, it's time to go. So I get it. I don't like the way it was done, but I get it. So we'll see. I mean, it is what it is. I don't hear it. But when I was making that video, one of my friends who used to work with me at Comcast, she mentioned that it sounded like they were planning to get you out anyway. Because as soon as I gave that 2-week notice, he said, no, I'm rejecting your 2-week notice, and here's my offer to you. So he made accommodations to keep me around. Right? So why would somebody do that when they know they're not happy? So I'm over here thinking, and I'm thinking the naive way. Call me naive. I'm thinking that he actually really wants me to stay. He likes me. He likes what I'm doing, so he wants me to stay. But all these emails I keep getting almost every other morning, he wakes up at like 3:00 in the morning, like before the roosters wake up. He wakes up at 3:00 in the morning and he starts his day. And I'm seeing emails like at 4:30, 5:00 before I even get up. And when I'm finally opening my work email, I'm seeing like, this really happened. You know, you didn't do this, you didn't do that, you didn't do this. Which it's like, okay, all right. So I've been, messing up remotely here and there. But yet he still wanted me to stay, even though I gave him a 2-week notice. And and this has been going on. So it's like, it's no longer a training curve anymore. And it made me think, Ashley, that maybe he was just keeping me around so he found somebody else.
Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. I said that fast.
No. If that's the what comes out of the gate, that's probably true.
Yes.
Yeah. So
that was my first thought.
In the whole scheme of things, it seemed like I shouldn't have been there as long as I should have. And the reason why is because it really was just me and a designer and another person that came later, but didn't want the office position, the office work. And this guy that comes by, he's had some sign experience, so he knows roughly about what he's talking about. He just had to learn the business. He had to learn how fast signs operated, and I guess there was no need for me, right? And yeah, right, exactly. So it's like, man, I don't want to think that way because I want to think highly of the person, but it is what it is. I mean, it sucks that hand was dealt that way, and now I know better. Now if I ever put a 2-week notice and somebody says no, I don't want you to quit, I'm thinking, well, number one,
I'll put it like this. I'm sorry not to interrupt you, but
no, please.
As somebody that's been in a supervisor position and still am, and also still thinking about the better nature of people, it necessarily isn't always a thing of just trying to screw you over and I'm trying to replace you immediately. It's a couple of factors, and the biggest thing is that, like you just said, you're not putting all your eggs in one basket. Neither is your supervisor. There is a golden rule that they teach every manager, every supervisor, that if an employee is already thinking about leaving, they are going to leave. Period.
Okay.
There is no stopping them. There is no holding them back. There is only delaying the inevitable. So yes, in a sense, they were just waiting for somebody to replace you because they were making sure that they had backup plans. Maybe they were legitimately hoping, can I get this guy trained up, make him happy here? Can he stay? And if I can't, do I have somebody to replace him? And I don't say that to, just, praise your ex-supervisor. No. I just say that from my experience, just like you said, I don't put all my eggs in one basket. If I already know that I have an employee that is ready to go or hates me and is trying to screw me over or some way, shape, or form, it's just not going to work out anymore. And it's like the slow breakup.
Alyssa's over there smiling. Alyssa's over there smiling. Go ahead. I gotta hear your thoughts.
Well, no, it's just like I just recently left a job of 6 years. And like, I mean, I've been at my new job for what, like a month?
Yeah. Month and a half.
Yeah. So when I gave my notice, number one, they required a month's notice. So that I could get my PTO paid out.
Which was none to begin with, anyway.
Well, it ended up being none because they cut my hours.
Yeah.
As soon as I gave my notice. They didn't completely tell me, oh, don't come back. It was just like, oh, well, we'll give you whatever hours we can for right now, and it's not going to be much.
You
So I
still
ended
got
up using a lot of my PTO
Yeah.
to pay for the time that they didn't have me scheduled.
Places like that are a-holes. I'm sorry.
And
Continue.
were.
what was even worse, I mean, the reason I left was because I was miserable there. It was
Mhm.
it
They
had
changed
been a
ownerships.
really good company when I started working there. I loved it.
Mhm.
I loved the people I was working with. You know, everything was doing really well. Well, about 2 years ago now, the company was bought out by another company. The new ownership came in, and for a while it was still okay because we had our clinical director that was the same from the old company. So she was behind the scenes making sure that we were still getting what we needed and that our, she had our backs.
Mhm.
She was good.
She left in January of this year. And then it just got terrible.
Mm.
And so none of us were happy. A lot of people walked as soon as she did. I
Mm.
stuck around a lot longer,
A lot longer.
trying to make it work. I got promoted to a lead position, hoping that that would give me some influence to make things better. It didn't. There was a lot of people there that were just the newer hires were not trained well because we didn't have any real leadership.
Yeah, they were like severely short-staffed. They were down. The trainers, BCBAs were the leads. Like they're like the supervisors there, and they had one, and that was like the director, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, for a
long time.
while it was just Gina, and then, well, no, Savannah was there too.
But I'm
Are
just
you
saying.
allowed to say their names?
Yeah,
But
yeah,
it doesn't matter.
doesn't
I
matter
don't
anymore.
care.
See,
Savannah just watched
I
our
do
dogs
care.
this weekend.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're still friends.
Yeah, she's moved on to better things. So,
But yeah, she doesn't work there anymore. But anyway,
yeah, she doesn't care. I do. Somewhat. I mean,
yeah, when I gave my notice, they cut my hours down, and the director wouldn't even acknowledge that I had put in my notice. Didn't even email me back when I sent the email.
How fucked up is that?
Didn't make any. There was a passing comment about a week before I left. Oh, I know your time is dwindling down. That was it.
Okay, yeah, that person just sucked.
Yeah.
Really?
Big time.
That's it? Just sucked?
I
think she
didn't
sucked
even,
and blew.
Didn't even get a response back to my email. Oh, I'm sorry to see you go. Hope you have good luck in your next endeavor, whatever.
But that would be a lie. Why would
Even
she
if
want to
it
lie to you?
was. Even if it was.
They legitimately just probably didn't care. And I say
Yeah,
that as
oh,
once
no.
again, as a previous manager, I knew managers that were great managers, great at managing what they had. And then once they realized they ain't have it, they surely didn't care because all they cared about was their numbers. We called them bean counters.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I know
Was
that.
was your supervisor a bean counter?
Oh, I'm sure.
Baked bean counter. You could smell her a mile away.
Okay, if she was a bean counter, then respectfully, no, she didn't care that you were leaving. She was trying to get her numbers right, and you were screwing up her numbers.
How dare you screw up their numbers? How dare you?
You know?
You screw up their numbers, they're gonna screw up your numbers, and those numbers mean
And that's
ours.
the thing is I had been at
Mhm.
that company probably the longest out of anybody that was there at the time
And the
that I
only
left.
thing that mattered was their numbers. They don't care about your numbers. A
Right.
bean
No.
counter does not care about your numbers. How does that
It's just
incorporate into how they care for the organization? You know, care meaning you care, and excuse me, your core meaning you care and you have acceptability and organizational structure and respect and make sure it's excellent. Sorry,
yeah. Well,
I'll do better.
they also
Fabulous.
didn't care about the clientele too much either.
Yeah, it was getting really bad to the point it was like, wait a second. You have these people graduating. So because
I work with autistic children.
What the listeners telling me is that they have a certain structure and they graduate based on their
meeting their
progression,
goals.
meeting
Yeah.
their goals, right? And she was over here telling me it's like these people are graduating, but they have not met their goals. They're not even anywhere close. They're regressing. But
Oh, yeah, she was a
Yeah.
bean counter. She
they're,
needed
they're,
the
they're,
funding.
they're pushing them
Mhm.
to pass because they need to pass, but in order to
Yep.
meet whatever quota is going on there.
To
Yeah,
get
that's how
funding
it
for the
was.
next year and get whatever grants they needed. Yeah, that's a whole
Yeah.
thing. Those people
It was
suck.
just not a good place anymore. So
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it sucked.
I'm
It really
happy
did.
that I've moved on.
Me too.
Yeah. I'll be happy when I finally land on my feet and doing something else again.
Yeah.
'Cause right now, just today, actually Thursday and Friday, I was like, I was itchy, like not like I had bug bites or anything like that, but I was just like, "Oh, I need to do something. I need to do something. I need to do something. I should be
Mhm.
at work. I'm not making any money. I should be at work. Blah 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 blah. I'm not making work. I'm not making money. I'm not making money. So it's like ugh. And then today, even though today was technically a holiday, Indigenous Peoples Day, Columbus Day, whatever the fuck you want to call it, sort of a holiday. Even then, Fastline's still open. I should be working. I should be working. I should be working. I should be working. Even Xfinity is open today. I think they only shut down for Thanksgiving and Christmas. To be honest with you, I think New Year's Day too. But I'm not sure. But it's like I just have that itch that like I'm doing nothing with my life and I feel completely helpless. So it sucks. And the more I think about it now, and Ashley, you just confirmed it. It just looks like I was I guess done dirty a little bit. There's a little mud on the tires.
I say this when it comes to doing people dirty, especially when it comes to business. There's no such thing as doing dirty. It's doing right by
The business.
what you are dedicated to, and unfortunately, you are not that dedication.
Yeah.
It's how like when they talk about crazy when they say that crazy parents be protecting their kids from going to prison or some mess or they'll go be above and beyond to do right by their kids. And it's like, how you gonna do that and not care about these other people that did wrong? And it's like, you don't understand. In their head, they literally did nothing wrong because they did right by what mattered to them,
Right.
by what they were inherently supposed to be doing right by. What did they commit themselves to? It was not you. I've had people do me wrong in my life and I had to forgive them because I realized that they were doing right by somebody else. Even when I've had male best friends that I've lost, and anybody that's known me growing up, I was always a tomboy. Grew up with the football boys, that type of thing. Nothing
Nothing wrong
crazy,
with
but
that.
yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
But as we got older, unfortunately, as they got into relationships, I was not that person for them. I was, nah, bro, I'm good. You the bruh. And it became them just dropping me and not saying a word, like just would not answer their phone one day. And they would maybe apologize years later. And when I tell you years later, it would be like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years later, they would let me know I
Damn.
was, yeah, seriously. I got married or I was seeing somebody and really saw a life with them and I had a decision to make. And she told me, cut you off now or no. And I'm just like, you know something? I'm not upset about it.
That
Not
doesn't
saying that I would
surprise
do,
me actually.
yeah, not that I'm saying I would do the same thing in that position, but whenever you are that focused, that dedicated to somebody or something in your life that you are trying your best to make it work, psh, you know what? Kudos to you for being that driven
Hmm.
and being that focused. I still don't like how it shook out on me. Shoot, I just know I can't trust you for me. I trust you to be the person that you are. I learned that lesson from the Proud family, by the way. Uh,
Hmm.
Trust people for who they are, not for who you want them to be. If your supervisor is a supervisor for a company and they are putting that company first, you better trust they'll put that freaking company first, boo.
Yep. So I went ahead and I sent a message, and this is honestly how I felt. I went ahead and sent a message to both the owner of the company, who was my boss originally, and then the new boss that got hired to replace me, technically. And I went ahead and told them, flat out, it's like, listen, I wanted to say in my final email that I do apologize for my shortcomings and disappointments as a representative for Fast Signs. Sir, I wanted to thank you for teaching me what you taught me and giving me a chance to work for you. It was an honor and a privilege, and I hold no ill will over this decision to let me go. You were still the best boss to work for, which he was. He was, like I said, he made accommodations. Whether there was some, intention behind it, whatever the case may be, he really did. I know you guys are going to kick ass in the location regardless. You're in good hands with this person in charge. I really did my best. Unfortunately, it was not good enough, and I've been feeling it wasn't good enough for a while. Thanks again for the opportunity. He actually wrote me back later that day in that goodbye message and said, Charles, you need to find something that fits your passion, not just a job. You did your best, but your heart wasn't in it. You showed a lot of loyalty to me, and that meant a lot to me, so much so that I've given you more of a chance than I would have others. I would have liked to turn it around. It just wasn't happening. I wish you the best. That was his response to me. And that was the last we spoke. So, again, I don't want to think that I was done dirty. I accept the responsibility. I bet you, though, if I was the only person there, it would just be a lot more of like, hey, you did this wrong. You did that wrong. How dare you? Slap on the wrist, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think now that he had somebody that could take over, it was a little bit easier to go ahead and say goodbye.
Yeah.
So that's that. I am now currently right now unemployed. I was actually thinking about filing for unemployment. They don't pay a lot down here in Florida though. But just while things are settling down, that's what I was thinking about doing. But I don't know. I don't know if I should do it or not. We'll see. Anyway, there's my soapbox. This is my 48-minute soapbox for today. We'll finally try to go ahead and figure this out. Ray went ahead and said Disney is hiring housekeeping at $23 an hour. What? You heard a commercial on the way up there this weekend. Can move to Orlando and become a cast member. Laugh out loud. Yay. Oh, I'd love to be a cast member. Yeah. Oh, Alana's listening and she commented. It's okay.
I thought you had blocked her off everything.
She's listening. It's okay not to have a job for a few days, weeks. No, it's not okay. Just relax, reconnect with your wife and kid, relax and have fun. All right. Well, that's her opinion. I mean, I can't do that. I cannot turn off. I can't. I mean, if it was a vacation I'm getting paid for, great. But I'm sitting at home, not on vacation. I'm not getting paid. No, this doesn't sit right for me. It really doesn't. And it's just I got to find something fast. And that's where I think Uber, for the time being at least, maybe will help. I tried DoorDash one time when I was in between work, and that paid dick. And first off, you gotta harp on any like 1 hour shift that they have coming out there. And sometimes they don't even have anything available, so it's like, shit, I don't know. And I live in a dead ass part of town too, so I don't even know if Uber would make any sense.
I was gonna say DoorDash was making quite the killing over there where I used to work.
Well, I ain't getting orders from there. Well, I'm just saying, like,
Well, I'm just saying, like, every,
orders from there. Well, I ain't getting 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 orders from there
we don't get a lunch break, so everybody orders
Yeah.
DoorDash.
Yeah.
I'm over here thinking it's like let me drive the people to like the airport and stuff like that. That's like pretty good money. I mean, it's a long drive, but it's also pays pretty well. At least that's what I've heard.
Yeah, typically to make the good money on that though, you got to be up at the ass crack of dawn.
Amazon
I'm
was
one of
much. But
Oh, I was just gonna say I'm one of those people that when especially for government travel,
Mhm.
there's no way on God's green earth I wanted to have to take my car to the airport and then pay for the parking at the airport. And usually for government travel, they had us on the earliest flight possible because they're the cheapest. So what am I
Great.
doing? I'm trying to get me a Uber to the airport. And it's so crazy how few people will get up and go get that money because that's we paying the most. I'm gonna be real. We paying the most because we get we get to pay the fee through whatever government credit card they give us, and we tip out of our own money. So usually we will tip about the amount that the car ride was anyway. So if it's a
Right.
$50 drive, you getting a $50 tip. There you go.
Nice.
Uber drivers, y'all hear that? Get y'all tails up early in the morning to get these government employees to the
Yes.
airport. We'll pay you. We'll pay you. Trust me. We pay.
Or the government's going to pay one or the other.
Yeah, the government will pay for your trip, and then the employee will pay you for your tip. There you go.
There you go. Just the tip. That's all they're gonna
Hey, yep.
Hey. All right. Like I said, that was my soapbox for this evening. We're gonna go ahead and take a break because I drug this out all the way to
Yeah.
the top of the hour. How about that? How about
Yeah.
that?
Oh, yeah. And by the way, my bad, folks. I forgot we in the middle of the government shutdown. No government employees, y'all, right now.
Yeah, that's just
Sorry.
that's not gonna, yeah, that's just not gonna happen. Sorry about that. No cash for you there. All right, I'm gonna take a break. A couple of songs coming out, and then we're gonna go ahead and come back with the you know what? I was very prepared for the show today. I have nothing. But I will find something to go ahead and ring up if we can. Hopefully
Yeah.
something funny. I know there's definitely a couple of videos there that I put on there. One just one with the kid on an alligator. They go, but somebody told me that was fake as hell. It's like really that's fake. I mean,
Yes.
that look real to me.
Still funny.
Anyway, yeah, it's still funny. Still funny. Anyway, all right, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
We need a break. Be back soon. This is the Charles Richardson Show.
I feel so down, so crying, so tired. My heart is full of fear. The horror comes near and near. My wish and dream is so unclear. When you can't save me. When you can't save me. Everything is in my head. My head is already dead. Turn the music loud and loud. Let me scream and shout. When you can't save me. When you can't save me. Save me.
Get a bigger lead, tell me what you see. Some more excitement is a possibility. Discontent with the comfortable me. We'll be playing boggy roles and making shiny what I see. But assumption disappoint more than direct. Proof to see precisely unexpected. You ask me why I seem so disconnected. Do you want something different? Well, sometimes I do. After all you've been putting me through, but I can't disappoint my life. I really need you. Are we done? We had fun, but call me out and I'll call you the one. Yes, I don't know a good thing when I see one of that just me. Cause I need to stop hanging by the apple tree. You drop poison that makes the heart to see. Things out needs of old identities of old identities. It brings out needs of old identities of old identities. Assumptions disappoint more than direct. Things to seem precisely unexpected. You ask me why I seem so disconnected. You want something different? Well, sometimes I do. After all you've been putting me through, but I can't disappoint my life. I really need you. Are we done? We had fun, but call me out and I'll call you the one. Guess I don't know a good thing when I see one. Is that just me? Cause I need to stop hanging by the apple tree. It drops poison that makes it hard to see. And brings out needs of old identities of old identities. It brings out needs of old identities of old identities. It brings out needs of old identities of old identities. It brings out needs of old identities of old identities. Poison in my eyes, then like young and open wide, light complies with big surprise. Enjoy shelter, fear inside. Good luck with my best friend. A river at Dice must unmend. Cut the rope and off we send. My sureness drifts away, please wait. I send out my love so helpless. Our success has made us bold. So get a bigger lead, tell me what you see. Some more excitement is a possibility. Discontent with the comfortable me. We'll be playing boggy roles and making shiny what I see. But assumptions disappoint more than direct. Proof to see precisely unexpected. You ask me why I seem so disconnected. Do you want something different? Well, sometimes I do. After all you've been putting me through, but I can't disappoint my life. I really need you. Are we done? We had fun, but call me out and I'll call you the one. Yes, I don't know a good thing when I see one. Is that just me? Cause I need to stop hanging by the apple tree. It drops poison that makes the heart to see. It brings out needs of old identities of old identities. It brings out needs of old identities of old identities.
The new Amazon Echo has everyone asking Alexa for help.
Alexa, what time is it? What the hell is wrong with this blasted thing? Amanda!
But the latest technology isn't always easy to use for people of a certain age.
These kids done bought me a busted machine again. Oh, yes, sir.
That's why Amazon partnered with AARP to present the new Amazon Echo Silver, the only smart speaker device designed specifically to be used by the greatest generation. It's super loud and responds to any name even remotely close to Alexa, so they can find out the weather.
Allegra, what is the weather outside?
It is 74 degrees and sunny.
Huh?
It is 74 degrees and sunny.
Where?
Outside.
What about it?
The temperature outside is 74 degrees and sunny.
I don't know about that.
The latest in sports.
Clarissa, how many did old Satchel strike out last night?
Satchel Paige died in 1982.
How many he get?
Satchel Paige is dead.
He what now?
Died.
Who did?
Satchel Paige.
Oh, I don't know about that.
even local news and pop culture.
Anita, what them boys up to across the street?
They are just playing.
They what now?
They are just playing.
You say they just playing now?
Yes, they are just playing.
I don't know about that.
Pair it to smart devices like your thermostat.
Alessandra, turn the heat up.
The room is already 100 degrees.
Are you trying to kill me, Alize?
The new Amazon Echo Silver plays all the music they loved when they were young.
Angela, play black jazz.
Playing jazz.
It also has a quick scan feature to help them find things.
Emilia, where did I put the phone?
The phone is in your right hand.
And it has an feature for long rambling stories.
So then I gave him $5, and he said I only gave him $1. I said, I know I gave you a $5. Because I only had a 5 and a 1 on me. And this is the $1 right here. So, I mean, you tell me who's crazy.
Amazon Echo Silver. Get yours today. I said get yours today.
To order Amazon Echo Silver, send a check or money order to Amazon.com right now.
He's just a fat Howard Stern. This is the Charles Richardson Show.
We're live on Facebook and YouTube. Catching the rhythm of a Monday. Happy Monday. Ashley and Alyssa, the AA team, is in the house. Ashley is laying down comfortably in bed. About ready to go to sleep as soon as the show's over. As soon as I say good night, everybody, she's literally got to
cracked out.
Stand up just on caffeine alone right now. Maybe
not even standing.
813-699-5595. I've been told I'm not a loser. Okay, great. I feel like a loser. That's the only thing I can say. I may not be a loser, but I feel like one.
You're not a loser.
I know. People say that. I don't believe them, but they say it. That's fine. That is fine with me. All right. MTV. There is no more MTV.
Really?
It is shutting down their music channels.
Did they still have music channels?
Apparently they did. They're shutting down 5 of its.
I want my MTV.
Not BET or ANE. MTV's. I don't know how I just came up with that. They're reportedly shutting down 5 of its music channels. So it's not even. Oh, it's not even here or anything. So it's in the UK.
Oh.
The television channel will stop broadcasting MTV Music, MTV 80s, 90s, Club MTV, and MTV Live channels. The flagship MTV HD channel will still remain on air, and its American MTV channels, including MTV, MTV2, MTV Live, MTV Classic, and MTV Trays. Whatever the fuck that is. Trays. T-R-E-S. It's not trees, it's trays.
Trace, like 3 in Spanish?
3.
Is that what it is?
Tray.
Bastards. Why can't you just call it MTV3?
Because
like ESPN.
Probably.
I know what the Ocho means.
It's probably a Spanish channel.
I guess so. Yeah, it might be. Anyway, so it's going to stop airing all the way. So they're going to end it at the end of the year, December 31st. 4 decades after the revolutionary station aired music videos 24/7, MTV's decision is a further sign of the times. The flagship channel increasingly circulating reality show heavy programming since the 2000s. The sister channels, blah, blah, blah. It really has. It's gone just really bad.
I miss the days of TRL and.
Yeah. What do you say, Ashley?
Oh, I was just agreeing that, that's what happens when the music channel no longer has music.
And I'm also too. I'm wondering, like, it's how do they still have music awards? Music video awards anymore? I don't even know anybody that does music videos. Where can we find
Oh
them?
no, they still put out music videos, but they're all on Facebook or they're all on YouTube. Yeah.
YouTube. Hmm.
So you mean to tell me MTV can't just turn around and say, "Hey, listen, we're gonna start doing music videos again"? What's wrong with that? I'd rather watch music videos than the fucking real world. I'd rather.
That's
That's
what
not
they
even
thought
on
they were going to
anymore.
make money.
I know. I'm just saying. Or Teen Mom, or Jersey Shore, or whatever sorry shit that they're playing now.
It had its moment, and they thought it was going to make bank, and they stopped showing music.
Well,
That's it.
it did. It was a real good concept coming out in the 80s, where it's like now all of a sudden it's like you got something cool to look at. It's like it's not just listening to the radio. Now you get to listen to you get to see what it is they're trying to get at. The thing is though, it's like, the channel killed the radio star. That is actually true. Because you can imagine in your head a music video when you listen to a song. Like I can just imagine, when you're listening to a romantic song, you imagine, butterflies and dandelions and stuff like that, and you're strolling through the park and you're skipping around like one of these old time commercials. They're just happy and smiling and stuff like that. But then you go ahead and you take a look at what they really meant, and it's like, some blood gore stuff that's going on, the sacrificing frogs and shit like that. And just like where the hell did this come from? Am I missing something? And then you take a look at the lyrics. Oh, now I get it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a one of those slaying videos, but it's so romantic.
Yeah, just like you didn't get Cake by the Ocean.
I didn't get Cake by the Ocean. Can you imagine watching that video and you're over here seeing people fucking on the other side of the beach, and I'm over here thinking it's gonna be some fat chick eating cake by the ocean.
No.
Cake by the Ocean. It's like if somebody's having a happy birthday, they blow out their candle and they dive into the cake instead of this water. Just do that.
Oh God. Oh. Dive into.
I didn't know it was that type of cake.
Yeah, it's that type of cake.
I thought it was one that you put in the oven, not the actual oven.
Let's go look at the lyrics to Cake by the Ocean. Let's go now that we're
When
here.
you really look at the lyrics, you realize just how dirty that song really is.
I know some of the lyrics, and that's only because back when I used to go to Planet Fitness all the time, for some reason they had Cake by the Ocean playing like every 30 minutes. And I just didn't understand why they did that year. But 2015, that is on that. Dang, that's never mind. Anywho.
So here, I got it right here. Cake by the Ocean.
Oh, okay. I had it up. I was about to go into it. My bad. You got it, big dog. You got it.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
So it's gonna show just a bunch of shit. So entire screen. I guess this is it. Cake by the Ocean. Here we go. All right. So this is the lyrics to Cake by the Ocean. I'm trying to blow it up as best I can. No, never mind. It's not gonna let me do it. I do not like this, Sam I Am. There we go. Oh no, see you walking around like it's a funeral. Not so serious, girl. Why those feet cold? We just getting started. Don't you tiptoe. Waste time with a masterpiece. Don't waste time with a masterpiece. You should be rolling with me. You should be rolling with me. You're a real life fantasy, but you're moving so carefully. Let's start living dangerously. Talk to me, baby. I'm going blind from the sweet craving. Whoa. Let's lose our minds and go crazy. I keep on hoping we'll eat cake by the ocean. Walk for me, baby. I'll be Diddy, you be Naomi. Whoa. What the fuck are they talking about? I'm reading the lyrics. I still don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
He's hitting on her. She's resisting.
Oh, so this is a "Don't Go Baby" type song.
Kinda.
See, where the fuck is the
lawsuit
against
like
this
that?
one?
It starts off like that, and then
It
he's
starts
like
off that way, but then it doesn't.
Hot damn.
Yeah,
See
and then
you
he's
licking,
like,
hot damn. I see you licking frosting from your own hands.
See
And one other thing,
that's where it gets dirty.
yeah,
Oh,
it gets worse than that.
Is he talking about he squirted some frosting in her hands and she's licking it now?
Or she's playing around on her own.
Oh. Oh.
That's
Wait.
how I took it. I don't know.
I guess so. Talk to me. We're going to blame from this up, blah, blah, blah. Naomi, Diddy, all this other shit. Talk to me, baby. So delicious. Talk to me, girl. So we hope to eat cake by the ocean. Why is it going to be by the ocean? Why can't it be like, eating cake in the bedroom?
Because they made them change the lyrics.
Because they want to live dangerously. That's in the lyrics.
No, in all seriousness, they
living
made them change the lotion. I mean, change the lyrics. It was not supposed to be cake by the ocean.
Oh, what was it supposed to be?
It was just supposed to be plainly sex. Oh, there we go.
The phrase sex on the beach may have been taken literally. So basically, cake by the ocean is sex on the beach.
Yeah.
Hey, bartender, I'll have a cake by the ocean. What? I want a cake by the ocean.
It's not the same thing.
No, I guess. Says what does it mean? So the song, dance song, okay, but it just has to be an ode to the seaside dessert from one of the Jonas Brothers. Let's get to the bottom of it. So anyway, it's just a real big thing. So apparently they wanted to be sex on the beach, but that wasn't the way it wanted to go. So
that was a huge thing with the Jonas Brothers in the first place. And I know this is by DNCE, but Jonas, whatever, the Jonas Brother was in DNCE.
Yeah.
Him and his brothers had a whole issue the whole time they were in the band, because anytime that they said anything that was even remotely close to being too overly sexual, and it was not even sexual, they were like cutting all of their lyrics. Like, it's like, no, you can't say that. And even when he went over to DNCE, that kind of transferred over to Cake by the Ocean.
So
the only thing I can think of is because they were marketed towards a younger audience, but then you go back and look at like Backstreet Boys who are singing "Am I Sexual" the whole time.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I mean, come on. Why couldn't they just go? I mean, listen. Honestly, this generation is so fucking butt hurt so many times. Just, it's not even funny.
Disney did have a bunch of kids get raped though, so I kind of feel them on trying not to say over sexualize too many things. So,
well, I get that, I guess.
I mean, that is the equivalent of very obviously butthurt. That would be the justification for the butthurt.
How come I
quite literal?
Yeah.
Sound from this.
But there's things that people are getting all worked up about that are really not that big of a deal too.
Yeah.
You're a real life fantasy. You're a real life fantasy. But you're moving so carefully. Let's start living dangerously. Talk to me, baby.
Okay, now that I'm watching the music video, I can see
now
a lot of cake by the ocean happening there. Hold on a second. No. We got to see this cake by the ocean shit going on.
They wanted to make it obvious in a video. There you go.
Just a little bit obvious, yes. Come on, say no. You got to look at this shit. Look at that. See, somebody's got to talk to these chicks like, listen, you realize you got your ass hanging out way too much over there? Way too much. Yeah, a little bit too much ass being shown there. Hold on, let me replay that. Just, see, look at that ass. Just too much ass there. What the fuck? That was not cake. That was a lot. What the hell is that? Goddamn is right. What the hell is that?
but you're moving so carefully. Let's start living dangerously.
There's a huge fucking slice of cake in that ocean. Now they're playing dodgeball with the fucking slice of cake. It's one dude with a freaking really whack-ass ponytail against like freaking 20 supermodels. Gee, I wonder who's going to win that one. Okay, hold on. So that's what they're talking about with the frosting. There's so much frosting on that big, huge slice of cake, that 10-foot tall cake right there, they're licking it off their hands. This has nothing to do whatsoever. It's not sexual. Not sexual whatsoever.
Right.
Not sexual whatsoever. See, and the
you
guy
keep on
won.
believing that, honey.
I am. Okay, she just licked the cake off her hand. It wasn't slow and erotic yet. Now he's dancing with the chicks. I can guarantee he's having a 20
Or was he dancing with the cake?
No, it could be a dance with the cake and the chick. Oh, that was a huge ass fucking wad of cake right there. My
It really was. Like, that probably hurt.
He really threw his wad out there.
Anyway.
But you saw the video. There was a huge, big piece of cake on the beach right by the ocean.
It was probably a joke.
No, it's not. I mean, that looks like something from Cake Boss.
Oh,
I could see Buddy
but I'm
making
sure
that.
they put it in the video as a joke about how they've been censored.
No, they wouldn't do that. Why would they do something like that?
Because they hated how much they got censored.
Yeah.
Then why put out the song? Change the fucking lyrics. I mean, listen. The song is catchy. I like the song, but I'm seeing just a few lyrics of it where he trying to get a little freaky. That's it.
Just like that song that was on earlier that you were like, oh, what's the big deal about this song? You spin me right round, baby, when you go down. Yeah. When you go downtown. What do you think they're talking about?
When they go downtown to a city, you're spinning me around like, hey, listen, slow the fuck down. You're taking this exit way too strong.
No.
What am I missing? I don't get it. You know, you always look at...
What does going down mean, honey?
What is going down? Well, are you doing like, you know, the bar where you have to go down?
If
like
you're in the bedroom.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
But why are you saying going downtown? You're not in the bedroom. You're downtown.
It's not what they're talking about, honey.
It makes me... It just... Listen. There's a lot of like innuendos going on here. It's just like... It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. It really doesn't. I don't understand what you guys are talking about. It's just... You guys are weird. You guys are very weird. You know, it's not like this. Very.
No one told you your poop would come out this way. Your stool's got chunks and lumps, and sometimes there's a spray. It's like a war zone coming out your rear. And it hasn't stopped in days or weeks or months, but have no fear, 'cause I'll be there for poo when your shit starts to pour. I'll be there for poo to wipe away the gore. I'll be there for poo and your pee sometimes too. You're stuck in.
Okay, that song is straight to the point. There's no getting around that. Toilet paper is going to wipe away your poop. Okay, so you just gotta realize that that's where that's coming from. It's just very simple.
God bless.
Stop overanalyzing shit.
We're not overanalyzing it.
Yes, you are. Hold on a second. I gotta share this one. So this one is a bear, probably an AI bear. God help me. Probably an AI bear, but here we go.
I saw that. What I want to know.
It's got to play again. Is the bear creeping up?
What I want to know is
A
why
bear's
the
drunk.
raccoon is riding on the bear's back.
Chilling.
Well,
Mad
hold on a
chilling.
second. Listen, we're Disney people. Why did Timon ride on Pumbaa?
But this is real life.
And Disney's not? Timons do not ride on Pumbas. But
Raccoons
they did.
don't ride on bears.
Apparently this one did. Why are you questioning it? And apparently the bear gets scared very easily.
And pushes a truck.
And not pushes, runs into a truck.
And pushed it out of the driveway.
No. Runs into a truck. Here, let's share this real quick. We got it right? Here we go.
Can we go through some of these funny signs,
No, this
please?
one's funny.
Curbside anal bleaching. Today only. So do they just come out to the car? I could use a massage after that anal bleaching. Yes, hi, hello. Yeah, I'm here to get my ring massaged. Perfect, thank you. What's going on in this bathroom where they need a sign to show you the right way to take a dump? I don't understand anybody that would poop like the sign on the left. Like, are the bad guys coming or something? You don't want them to see your feet under the stall? This lady's selling heels on Facebook Marketplace for $5. Listen, I'm no podiatrist, but what's going on with your foot, lady? Is the blood flow okay, or did you get bit by a spider? The city of Kenosha's having a problem with potholes. Let me see if I can help bring some awareness. Do you have a hole that needs to be filled? The city of Kenosha takes public safety very seriously, which is why we're excited to launch our new Show Us Your Hole public safety initiative. To participate, simply send us a picture of your hole, along with its location and the tagline, "Come fill my hole," and we'll dispatch our crews to service your hole in a prompt and professional manner. Your satisfaction's our priority. I'm also providing a similar service to the city of Kenosha, so if you need your hole filled, let me know. Can we...
People just got to pay attention a little bit more. I'm not completely convinced, and I'm not completely convinced that we're all like just rational people. You know what I'm saying?
Tommy! Tommy, no! Oh my God! Get up there! Tommy! Tommy! Oh my God! Ah! I'm coming!
He's coming.
Tommy! Tommy, no! Oh my God! Get up there! Tommy! Tommy! Oh my God! Ah! I'm coming! Tommy!
Listen, AI or not, that's funny shit.
There was another one
That wasn't as funny.
with the gator that comes up to the door, bites the blocks, and the kid goes running away from the house.
Yeah, seen that. All right, enough of that. Restaurant servers are revealing which celebrities are the best and worst tippers. So, celebrity, if you're a waiter or a waitress, and you've waited on Ashley Simpson and Pete Wentz, apparently when they were dating, they came in with 5 other people for drinks and some appetizers. The bill was around $500. Ashley paid and tipped me $200. Plus, she, Pete, and other friends were also friendly and down to earth before she left. And after she paid, I let Ashley know that I was a fan of her music and was very happy to hear it. She thanked me and gave her a big hug. Aww. I'll tell Ashley I'm a big fan of her music for a hug. Fine. Michael Rooker from Guardians of the Galaxy and The Walking Dead on a $100 bill at the bar, $100 tab at the bar. He tipped $300.
Wow.
Very funny, likable, stand-up guy.
Well, of course you think so if he gave you $300 tip.
Absolutely. Listen, he could be
You better think so.
He could be a downright dick. He's a real stand-up guy for $300. I will give you a 300 tip. Thank you. In early 2000s, I worked at a fine dining restaurant in the Coliseum's Forum Shops in Las Vegas. Jay-Z and his entourage came in and took up my whole section. Everything went fine. They didn't return anything. They weren't overly friendly, but that was fine. We did not put an automatic gratuity for parties of 8. We did not put because it was celebrity. The bill was $5,000. He absolutely left no tip, not a single penny. My poor manager felt so bad for me that he actually gave me a 20% tip on the total bill, which bill out of the kitty. 20%, that's $1,000. So you made out, but it wasn't from Jay-Z, you asshole. Kevin Hart tipped me fat the other day on an $80 bill. Kevin Hart tipped $300. And that was just it. There was no story or anything like that. Just Kevin Hart tipped me $300. Post Malone, also a super good tipper. He usually gives between 50 to 100% tips. Very polite, all around great guest. 50 Cent. He didn't leave enough cash for the bill and tried to walk out.
Wow.
Holy shit. I had to run after him and let him know he was short. He seemed frustrated and quickly gave me just enough to cover the bill. The tip was less than 10 cents. God. And I'm just saying that those are rappers. Those two that stiffed out, those are rappers. Come on. I
had to go look it up just to be clear. So the Jay-Z one, that one's actually a false report. That one's from 2018.
Okay.
And what ended up actually happening is that it was a large nightclub build, and there was gratuity automatically already included on a bill that was actually 80 grand, not 5,000. He paid his full bill. I had to look that one up specifically just because I already heard that story before, and I was like, that's fake.
What about the 50 Cent one? Is that the same thing?
Honestly, 50 Cent, that sounds like something.
Walking out on a bill, 50. I can't imagine that being true.
Let's find out.
Yeah, let's see if we can, either trump these like the, yeah. Let's see if we can find out the truth here.
That one I can't even find. I can't even find any mention on it.
No, okay. Here's one.
That one, that's Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. That one with the.
No, I was just saying with the. And I did find it. It says, that one is also false. In reality, he was reported to have left a significant tip for the waitress in a separate incident. And while the viral post falsely claimed he skipped out on a bill, it was actually a story about different event where he left a large amount of money for a server with a supportive note, which is confirmed by the video's content and other news sources. Blah blah blah. In other words, that one was actually filmed. I don't know how that got misconstrued as he didn't leave anything when he actually left money plus left a note of encouragement. I guess somebody got it misconstrued that because he left a note of encouragement that he didn't leave any money. Like, dang, he did double help. He left you money, left you a huge tip, and left a note of encouragement. And some a-hole goes online and makes up a false story that he left no money.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I don't like that. It don't sound like it. Sounds completely out of character.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. It's like, if that is true, that's an asshole move. I mean, come on, it's 50 Cent though. You should have no problem paying whatever amount. It didn't say how much it was, by the way, which also is another kind of like iffy thing to run a story on. But to run after him and let him know he was short, like I said, number one, no total. Didn't say how much he actually left that went towards the total. So yeah, there was a lot of holes in that story.
This is the same man. 50 Cent is the same man that bought all the front row seats out of Ja Rule's concert, not because he likes Ja Rule, but just so the concert will be empty. This man doesn't mind to spend money. He spends money to be petty and to help. I like to put that out there that he does it for both aspects of it. But at the end of the day, he spends the money.
I get it. This one here, weighing on David Lee Roth. Came in with a couple other guys didn't recognize. Only 4 of the tables were seated at the time. I was the lone server on the floor. That man is a force of nature. Loud, yes, but somehow not annoying. After the other servers still doing side work, the buses, bartender, and the guests. Utterly charming at the most, charismatic person I've ever shared a room with. Clearly, when he's in the room, everybody is riding the Dave wave. He paid for everyone's bill and tipped 100% on top of it. Okay. This one is Carmelo Anthony. He tipped a few $100s on a pretty small bill and then walked up to the kitchen and gave everybody $100. That's kind of cool. I served Dave Chappelle. He's incredibly respectful and polite. He referred me to my name and tipped more than 100% in cash. Drew Carey. Yeah, you can't deny Drew Carey not being that person unless he is completely putting up a false facade. Funny, polite, loves to be social, very friendly overall. He snuck into the restaurant I worked at in Vegas, had lunch with his friends who were waiting for him. The bill was less than $260, but he rounded up to $500. Jennifer Lopez, right after she got super famous, she and her entourage allegedly ran my friend ragged, insulted him, and held up the table for 3 hours and completely stiffed him on the tip. Great server, but she was a nightmare. All right, let's take a look at J-Lo and see if we can debunk this one.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking right now. I'm looking for it.
Yeah, see, we're not going to look up the ones that actually are good. We're going to look up the ones that are shit. Tracy Morgan, where I worked, he was like TV characters on TV, boisterous and funny. He'll always leave a 50% tip. Such a nice guy.
Oh, I can't even help J-Lo because, like, low-key, that sounded on par for her personality. And quite frankly, it says on here, there are numerous reports and accusations of J-Lo not only not tipping well, but replacing larger tips with smaller ones. So she'll go and take the tip off the
Wow.
Oh my God, seriously? J-Lo is that much of a bitch?
I mean, when there's multiple reports and accusations, I don't know. I mean, I can't find nothing. I can't help her.
J-Lo, we tried to help you out, girl. We tried to debunk this rumor.
It says specifically that back when she was with Ben Affleck, he would leave big tips and she would take it off the table and leave a smaller one.
What a bitch.
Wow.
What a bitch.
I tried to help her.
It's all right. I don't think J-Lo needs any help. She's conserving. She's conservation. She's saving money. That's what she's doing. Keanu Reeves and his girlfriend came in after I served them. They left me an envelope full of cash, mostly hundreds. They left me an envelope a week for almost 5 months with random people dropping them off. Each envelope had a little note that said inspirational stuff that we're rooting for you. We're really proud of you. This is when she was, this waitress was 14 and working in a small Vietnamese restaurant in Orange County. I'm going to call this bullshit on this one. I know it's a good story, but I'm going to call bullshit. I mean, there's got to be something going on there.
Somebody's hopes and dreams.
Yeah.
Don't squash their dreams. It's real. It's real, boo-boo. It's real.
Okay.
It's real, and we so happy for you and your come up in life, and that we hope that 16 and 15 and all the way through 18 looked great, and
Are you crying over there?
Who, me?
Right. I am.
Ashley.
I'm saying, no, I'm not.
I'm good. I'm good.
Around 2007, Ryan Gosling's early days, he was in my hometown and stopped by the pizza place with some others. Came in towards closing time, but rounded up a $55 check to $100 and took pictures with everybody there who wanted one. Okay, not bad. Wolfman Jack, one of the guys that grew up in the radio biz. Back in the day, he'd tip $100 on a $20 lunch ticket every single time he came in. Rupert Grint from Harry Potter.
Yes. Sorry,
You know Ron's got to be a good
I already know he did great because he has a free ice cream truck, but continue.
Comes in with his wife and baby. Very polite, keep to themselves, very tidy. But he usually only tips about 25% or more. So not as boisterous, but still more than average. Chad Ochocinco, he was a former NFL player. asked me how much my rent was and tipped me that.
Wow.
Okay. That works. Cole and Dylan Sprouse. Don't know who they are. Does anybody know who they are?
Yes.
They wipe their own
Zach,
ass.
Oh, that's right.
Zach
Oh,
and
that's right.
Cody.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. They're twins. I forgot.
Yeah.
My bad.
The Sweet Life
Wipe
and
my
Zach
ass.
and Cody.
Yes,
Come
yes.
on.
Yeah, Riverdale dude.
Yeah.
Tipped me 30% the other day. They were the lowest maintenance table all night. Trevor Lawrence, quarterback for the Jacksonville Jaguars, is a great tipper overall, very kind. Like clockwork, this man would come in and order 10 pizzas for me every Wednesday. At one point, he asked to meet the person who made his quote fantastic pizzas. He handed me 100 and he tipped the to-go people host like 100%. Every time he came in after that, he would wave to me through the expo window and occasionally slide me some cash. Kevin James, there's a picture he went bald, really? Like shaving his head? Wow. Ugh, don't like it. He left me a $230 tip on a $330 bill. So yeah, he can do no wrong in my eyes. Alaska from RuPaul's Drag Race tipped me $700 on a $200 bill. Wow. Cheryl Underwood, incredibly sweet, tipped 200%. John Malkovich was a regular local. He tipped generously 30% or more. He's a quiet person, though. Oh, God, Jack Black. My coworker served him, and I helped to run the food to his table. He tipped $300 on a tab of around $500. He was also very nice to everyone, said goodnight to me on his way out. Shaq. Okay, this guy's made of cash. I mean, my God, he has his own Papa John's, and he practically owns the General's insurance. He paid for everybody. Holy shit. He paid for everyone's meals in the restaurant, tipped the server $300, and tipped all the other staff $100 each. Real amazing. And Miley Cyrus, the last person on here. Not only kind, but also low maintenance, and she tips very well. She came into the restaurant in Nashville with a very large party, ordered veggie fajitas. Nothing changed or modified, got everything just as it came, asked for a box for leftovers, tipped 200%. She was sweet. So there you go. 26 celebrities, couple of debunks here, except for J-Lo. J-Lo was the only asshole, apparently. Was that we tried to help you, J-Lo. We wanted good things for J-Lo, but we couldn't. We couldn't figure it out. I don't know, J-Lo. I don't know about
Look,
you.
she said, I'm still Jenny from the block for a reason. She
Yeah.
said,
Oh my God.
oh, God. That's what it was on par.
I don't like the tip a lot. I'm still Jenny from the blog. My boyfriend does, but not. I'll make up some lyrics to that shit.
Oh, God.
We haven't done it in a while, but do we have good news?
No.
No. Okay.
I could maybe find some.
Well, if you can find something in the next 5 minutes, let me know so we can go.
We just haven't been doing it in a while, and so I didn't bother to look for it. I'm sorry.
No, it's no.
I mean, like I can ramble off a bunch of bad news while you look it up.
No, bad news we got plenty of. It's fine.
I mean, yeah, the government still shut down. Shout out to those folks that's not getting any day back pay, and even though they were still required to come to work. For those of you that don't know, if you choose to not come to work during a furlough, you officially get furloughed, and then just don't get get furloughed and potentially will get fired. So some of the organizations will continue to come to work during the whole thing or be fired. It's fun. So
wait. You're supposed to, even though you're furloughed, you're supposed to still come to work.
I mean, that's how do you think places are still running?
Well, I know that not everybody is furloughed, but everybody's working off the clock, so to speak.
Yeah, they're all working. Well, not everybody's working, but there's a bunch of organizations still working. Like this country still has to run. We're still in the middle of war. Yeah, they're.
We can get away with it. Yay, we can get away with all this.
Yeah. But like a lot of the departments to keep certain things running what they consider critical mission functions, blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
Things that make this country run, or in my personal opinion, go to war. They're going to keep going. Like, put it like this: our military isn't just going to stop policing the bases. They're not going to stop being on the ships. They're not going to stop being overseas. We're not going to retract from any potential conflict that we're in the middle of being in just because we don't have a budget. Our families, our people are still out there. They're still doing what they need to do, or what we've asked them to do for this country. So shout out to them. And I'm sorry, we understand that unfortunately, the way things are right now, there is a very high possibility you are not going to be shown the appreciation that you deserve by your country. And if nobody else tells you, if you don't hear it enough from your families or your friends, somebody out there appreciates what you do for this freaking country, because it takes a lot, and go out there and do something for somebody that doesn't give a damn about you. It
Yeah.
takes a lot. It takes a lot to do it for people in this country that do not think about you. So thank
Yeah,
you.
that's kind of sad. It's sad. I don't know what's going on and why they can't just come to an agreement. Come on, just make up some money. They always do it every time a government shuts down. Just make up some money. Like, what the
The
hell is
same way they never fire people during a furlough. This is what we do. It's ridiculous to say, oh, we're doing it because of the budget. No, we just riffed. You just riffed. You just said you got rid of the amount of people that you needed to get rid of. And now all of a sudden, you still ain't got a budget ready and you need to fire people. Never.
Mhm.
We have not done that. That is malarkey.
Is
So no,
there
this is just
while this is all going on, the people that are working, you say they do or they will, once the government reopens, they will get back pay? Or
there right now. The current administration is fighting to say no, don't pay them.
that's crazy.
It
Like,
is.
so what are they working for?
This country, these people, there are people that understand, that are in these positions, that know that they need to go to work to make sure that these people are okay. That's it. We do it for the better of society.
So
Same
basically,
way.
they're breaking their own rule of employees not paying correct salary or hourly rates. Like, you go ahead and you work overtime and you don't get paid overtime, you can get sued, and the country is okay doing that. Just clocking in and working, and you may or may not get paid. I mean, how is that respect in any way, shape, or form?
It isn't respect. It's the same disrespect that Congress has showed all these years. Anytime we go through any type of furlough and they choose that Congress still needs to be paid during it. No, hell no. You start taking away their paychecks when they pull this malarkey to their own people. Guess what? Maybe something, maybe. I say maybe, and I say that with a very silent maybe. Maybe something will change.
No, here's
But
the thing. You start taking away pay from the people that actually do push the buttons in this country, that actually do make decisions. Like right now, the way this is going on with the country being shut down, somebody's making that decision. Some group of people are making that decision. And I'll bet you your ass, they ain't suffering one bit. They're
not
they're
at all. They're
still
still being
they're
paid.
still they're still pulling their weight. You go ahead and dock their pay. You dock their pay enough to where they're sitting at home freaking jerking off or fingering themselves. You go ahead and dock their pay and pay the people that are actually clocking in and doing the legwork. Then, oh yeah, you bet your ass they're gonna come to a resolution real fucking quick.
You want to know who has to make that decision, though? Congress.
Yeah. And
Sorry.
they're the ones that just don't give a shit.
That's why they don't. That's how it's always been. This.
Yeah, that's such malarkey right there. It really does. Well, listen, I just hope for a better a better
It's
ending.
already better.
What's going on? Yeah, I know it's already better. I know. I get it. So I just hope that you can figure this out, because honestly, I don't know, besides the people working in government, like what is the government really affecting on us? besides the people working, I already feel bad for them, but it's like, what are we missing out on right now? Like, what is our shortcomings? Like, is our banks in danger? Are borders in danger? If you can tell me what's going on, like, what's do we need to look out for that is
It's all this fun little cascading effect. Like right now, with this one being a little bit different than past furloughs and past shutdowns and things of that nature. And the reason this one is so different is because they are legitimately, well, have been throughout the year, getting rid of contracts, getting rid of funding, getting rid of jobs, relocating employees, trying to open up different places. So they're doing this weird thing where they're getting rid of higher level pay, higher level jobs, and only creating jobs that are for, I don't know, cleaning services.
lower.
To be real,
Yeah.
I mean, they've been telling people to, if you find and quit government, go work private, and they're not explaining to the people that, hey, there's a little shortage and limited on that private industry fun engineering degree you got too. If you really want to go work and make money for your family, why don't you just go work at McDonald's? Don't understand why you won't go work at McDonald's. And let's be real, to tell somebody that has already been promised and told that they're going to be able to have these things and have been working towards them, not that they just haven't been doing anything all their lives. Shoot, one of the things that Doge has uncovered through all of this is that the government was already efficient, and that was only because they had one employee doing the work of five employees, and that was across the board when it came to government work. So it was crazy. So yeah, I'll admit there were times where people, look, we needed a day or two off. Okay, if I had to come in late that day, yeah, you could use my leave. Don't expect to see me on time. I'll work over for it, but I'm tired because I worked 14 hours yesterday.
Right.
They don't take those things into consideration, and they haven't been. It's like, yes, we're
Oh, you're
tired.
robots. That's how it is. You're robots. You're expected to work just like the clock in the office.
Yeah. My family, I didn't realize how concerned my family was for me. They legitimately were concerned that I was a highly functioning alcoholic.
What?
And they were, uh and they were right and wrong for two reasons. Well, three reasons. Uh, when it comes to government work, especially when you working around like we do, sometimes, our bases are open around the clock. Somebody has to work there around the clock. We usually spread it out some, but there ain't enough of us. And as I said, it's one to doing five people jobs. So that means sometimes I go maybe a 3-4 months straight working 12 to 14 hours a day, 6 to 7 days a week. So the weekend does not exist to me anymore. Some of those times I'd be working night shift for 3 months straight. So night and day do not exist for me anymore. So yes, you could catch me drinking by 11 o'clock and I'm like 2, 3, 4 drinks in and get right back to what I need to do. There is no such thing as a concept of a weekend or nighttime or
Day
free
off.
time, meaning a day off. It is just whenever I get it in. Okay. I've cut back on that because I realize it's unhealthy and I probably was a functioning almost partially. I still got clearance, so I can't say too much. But yeah, the government
It's just
employees, they are not the swamp. To everybody that screamed, drain the freaking swamp all that time, thinking we weren't doing anything, we were just overworked, boo boo. We were
probably
overworked,
still overworked.
overworked and misguided. I think that was,
Overworked, understaffed, and probably underpaid now.
highly.
So
Oh my God. I'll say one thing that always enticed me to become an engineer was, they take you through that research when you're like in middle school and high school,
Mhm.
where you do that little project of what do I want to be when I grow up? I ain't gonna lie. I just looked at the price ranges. I said, how smart am I in these fields that make the most money? And I said electrical engineering. Because back then they said that they was paying electrical engineers a base pay of like 100 and something a year. And I was like, bet. That's what I need. I
Yep.
need that type of money as my base pay with room to grow. They said I can maybe making 250,000 within 5 to 10 years. I'm like, psh, where can I go wrong in life?
Right.
And yeah, I didn't care how much my degree was. I didn't care that I went to the most expensive school. And then you look up 10 years later, you got people protesting against you, talking about you took out the loan. You shouldn't have been stupid enough to take it and not pay it back. And it's like, bruh, I was promised that I was going to be making enough to pay the fucking loan.
Right. Yeah, you had all this. But see, the problem is that you were promised. It's not a guarantee, unfortunately. So yeah,
Hey, you don't know those things at 16.
You got
At
so
16, a promise is a promise.
right. I'm not. Oh,
Yeah.
no.
I mean,
I'm,
yeah.
I'm not. I'm not saying you did.
No,
the
I'm just
wrong
saying. I'm
thing.
just saying. Yeah,
they,
those
they
were.
sold you. They sold you a box of goodies. Like
They
they're like,
sold a bunch of kids a box of goodies because,
but
and that's the other thing. People talk about it like you were 20 something years old making decisions. No, the hell I wasn't. I was 16.
it was like those people. It's like here, be all you can be, and come on. You get your college free. You get this free. You get all that. But they don't tell you. It's like, well, you have to do this, and that, and all this. All you have to do is just sign the paper, and you got free college. No, it's not the case. Nope,
It's not the
case at all.
case.
So it's back when I was 16, 17, I saw that. I'm thinking, ooh, free college. Yay. Now, could I do it? No. I mean, legitimately that was not part of the decision was going to college. It was basically like, I ain't joining no military. I'm not joining no army. There's not happening. I don't care. You can offer me a freaking $1 million. There's no way I'm going over there and dying. There's no way. And that's how I felt. And then, number one, I could not physically pass. There's no way I could physically pass. I was better shape then, but there's no way I would physically pass.
Well,
but yeah, and that I'm sorry, go ahead.
I feel like they, college is hyped up with, oh, well, yeah, you'll get a great job when you get out of college. No problem. Everybody's going to be, pounding on your door, ringing your phone to hire
The world is your oyster.
No. That is not true.
Yeah, it's just so sad. You go ahead and get these great 4-year degrees, 6-year degrees. Yeah, there's people looking out there, but I'm going to tell you something. You don't have any experience. You're getting paid probably about what I get paid, and that ain't enough to live on one person. Fuck that. You need 6 figures to live on your own in this day and age. Excuse me, got the hiccups all of a sudden. But yeah, you need to live 6 figures, and unfortunately, you're not getting that out of college. And if you have loans, guess what? Those loans are coming due on top of your rent, and on top of your utilities, car payment, whatever the fuck else you got. Yeah, it sounds good. Oh, it sounds
they make
wonderful.
it sound all, rainbows and butterflies, and then you get done and you're like, oh shit, this is not what I signed up for.
Yeah.
And then it kills me about the loan piece. Just for clarification, would you like to know how long they sit you down to talk you through your loan process?
Less than
once you
5.
come to college? I say 5 to 10 minutes. 5 to 10 minutes, making the biggest decision of your life.
As long in that 5 to 10 minutes, you're telling me the actual ins and outs and just getting to the point. How much am I getting? How much interest? How much am I going to be paying per month when I get out? You give me that, I'll make my decision. Because that's all I really need. You tell me how much I'm taking out. How much is that going to get me? Like, if classes are going to cost me $20,000 a year, $30,000 a year, my room and board, another $15,000 or so. How much am I getting? 4 years, $200,000. Am I getting $200,000 worth of loans? And how much am I going to pay off on that? What percent interest rate?
You got to redo it every year. You can't. They don't even tell you the prices are going to go up. They don't tell you. They don't tell you nothing. They don't tell you that the dorm prices are different from your freshman year to your senior year. They don't tell you the meal prices are different. They don't tell you none of that. They tell you in 5 to 10 minutes what you need for that year. And without even selecting your classes for the second semester. Remember, you don't even have your charge account for the second semester yet.
That's nuts.
So, yeah.
Oh boy, that's why you need to have rich mommies and daddies.
Yep, go get you a rich mommy and daddy. I'm adoptable, y'all. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Me too. Me too. You're rich mommy and daddy. All right, listen, we stretched it out as long as we could. Ashley, you got anything to promote? Anything going on besides you being tired?
Not today. Not
No?
today.
Okay. We'll
Did
hit
we ever get any good news?
No.
I found some, but
we're too
by
late.
the time we got to it, I don't have enough time to read it.
We
so.
will hold on that for Wednesday. Are you gonna be available? Listen, with everything going on, you sure? Okay. I will take that thumbs up. I will message you over there. We'll probably have LaTroy on here, so we'll have a full house for Wednesday night. So until then, we're gonna go ahead and split. I got some wrestling to catch up on. Ashley's got some sleep to catch up on. You go get that sleep, girl. And I wish you all the best. Hopefully you don't get screwed out of your pay. You need to get your pay. All right.
Yes.
So we're out of here. Have a great Monday. We'll see you Wednesday at 8. Take care, everybody.